guys. Is anybody on there yet? Um, the weather has changed. Alaska must have been the other part because it wasn't the area that I was at. But they're still saying that that thing is coming in, and the thing looks like a freaking hurricane. Have y'all seen the radar on that yet? Any of y'all? That Alaska thing looks like a hurricane. It kind of reminds me of a day after tomorrow scenario because if you don't remember in the movie, it shows a wave coming in New York City. Valley girl here. What's up, Valley? What's up, girl? I've got a bunch of news. I don't know where to start. I guess we can start California, and then we'll go all the way over. Yeah, I think we can do that. I appreciate the subscribers, guys, and thanks for the likes, but we got to save the other channel too. There's two channels. I've got Rest in Peace NWO, The Real News. All you have to do is put that in there, and you'll see the U.S. Navy future map of the Avatar. And we got to make a difference, folks. We got to save lives. We got to save kids. What their plan is to use the ice and the snow to freeze the power lines and to have a blackout. That's the blackout scenario that we're concerned about. We're not concerned about the United States of America knocking out power because of one world currency. It's not ready. It's not here yet, and it's not going to be here for a while. They're really set back on that, and way back. And the war hasn't really started yet in the Middle East with this Israel thing. We reported the other day with Paul Begley lying to everybody in the world that, and I'm getting flack over it. I got news for you. You can flack me all you want. You want people dead, and you're a stupid idiot, and you're on my list. Bottom line. And if you don't care about people, get the fuck off my channel. I got a good one. Take the subscriber and send it and stick it straight up your ass. I'm not here for your dumb ass shit. That's all I can say. Don't send me any messages telling me I don't know anything. Let me tell you something, you motherfucker. The one that sent me a message this morning. I got news for you. I'm not here for you. I'm here for my grandfather. I'm here for my family. I'm here for you and your family. And you need to grow up. You remind me of Hillary Clinton and Obama's administration. Bunch of crybabies on the streets with Antifa. And that's what I feel. But if we we listen to you, we would be buried and gone. I said, buried and gone, Nick Saban would say. He said that to the fake press that you're in love with. Antifa. Now, I'm going to help you out, Antifa. Do you realize you're about to get murdered too, you stupid idiot? And then they're going to take your money right back? You better jump on the right side, or you're going to have Patrick Swayze wannabe out there whoop your ass. You sold out to George Soros, huh? Well, guess what? You're going to be selling out to a bullet up your head. I'm not playing, dude. None of y'all don't understand. You are under siege. And if nobody cares about this country, get out and we'll pack your bags for you and we'll make you freaking swim all the way to North Korea and China. let's get going. I've got a lot of news. I had to rant and rave for a minute because you got a dumbasses out here commenting down below, and I could care fucking less what you think and what you say. I don't. I'm not getting paid for that. I'm not getting paid for your likes and dislikes. I'm not getting paid for your stupidity. I'm not your babysitter, and I certainly ain't your teacher in freaking kindergarten. My grandfather told me to fight for this country, and I'm going to, with or without your help. You decide what you want to do. Let's go to the news. We got a lot. And by the way, the show today will be TLC December. I've got a couple of pay-per-views coming out this week. Christmas pay-per-view. I'm going to have a tribute to the troops this month, and I'm going to have December to Dismember coming up. So I hope y'all ready. We're going to start off with Anonymous. This should scare the shit out of you, and I hope it does, and I hope it wakes your ass up. You know what? Since you're not awake, kids, you know what? The sad part with the kids these days, see, we didn't have that. We didn't have but one person, but a little teenager girl, probably didn't, I guess, quit school or failed school, went in there last night and tried to troll me, and I let her have it. Now, I know this is 4 o'clock. I do this for you too, kids, because I care. But if you don't care, get off. Frankie, I missed you, man. I hope you're okay. You got a hell of a snowstorm coming your way in New York. I will be putting out a weather update, a weather map, and everything to show you what the snow and what the storm is going to do on my other channel. You're going to have to subscribe to my other channel. I'll be back there in 5 weeks, but I'm going to start doing some videos on there too. But let's see what's up. We've got a big plan ahead of you today. Listen to this.
Route to make any moment special.
What did I tell y'all this morning? This should scare you. CERN alert message 2018 and 2019. All right, I told you the weather was going to make it worse. The CERN Switzerland's pulling the asteroids and the meteors toward us like a vacuum cleaner. Every planet's coming toward us. We got 3 brand new planets. Xena or X, Planet X. You got Planet Nibiru, and you got Planet Wormwood out there. You got 3 planets, folks. I want you to know that right now. But the Wormwood is the one we're concerned about because we've got 1,000 asteroids that went across the asteroid belt, and that's what we're concerned about. All right, guys, check this out.
Miller High Life is the champagne of...
And I'd like to thank Anonymous for giving us this, and they need to wake up, and this will wake you up, I believe. All right. I heard this in 1980, folks. And I'm glad Anonymous found it for me. All right, enjoy.
Left you a message about something that is happening right now while you're sitting in this auditorium. It's in CERN, Switzerland. Now, you may not be aware of what's going on over there, but there's a thing over there that's called a Large Hadron Collider, and it is an accelerator. It accelerates particles and then brings them to the point of collision.
Okay. A point of collision. Collider. Whose move has that on WWE? Anybody that's WWE fans, which move and who is the team that does the move? You know who it is. Triple H knows what's coming, and Triple H knows a lot what is happening around the world. He's no joke. He's telling you what's going on and what's coming. That's why they did the Dean Ambrose alert system on his new music, and he got a gas mask. He had a bunch of men around him with gas masks, and it was in Houston, Texas. Y'all remember that, folks.
So this large hadron collider was started up just a few days ago and is still in the initial process of being brought online completely.
CERN has a history of using art and film to convey their plans. One of these films was called Symmetry, which appeared to depict the opening of a portal. Another film was recently aired as a part of CERN's art exhibit called Collide. This is an annual exhibition of artists who bring together art and science. One such piece that aired was a short video called Black Rain. Black Rain is an extremely unusual piece, and I will play a clip for you. Based on the author's notes, it's supposed to be a compilation showing the stars on the horizon, the orbit of the planets, and celestial events like CMEs. As we have been told, CERN is attempting to recreate the Big Bang, the first moments of the creation, to mimic what the universe might have looked like seconds after the event happened. Viewers of Black Rain are made to feel as though they're falling through darkness, and the light is above them, but they can't quite get to it. In one scene, this light seems to descend through an eye-shaped portal, and this is followed by a huge coronal mass ejection, one that would inevitably devastate the Earth with radiation. So what is Black Rain? What is the agenda behind it? Why is CERN showing this video at their main campus? Black rain is a substance found in the abyss, sometimes called black goo. Hollywood portrays this substance in some of their films. For example,
25 million years ago, a new species appeared.
For example, the movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and Lady Gaga's commercial for her perfume illustrate what black rain is, where it comes from, and what purpose it serves. It's an agent of infection. A novel called Black Rain portrays the damaging effects this substance has on the human body. The novel tells a story of a girl who cannot find a suitor because she's been exposed to the black rain, following World War II bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. She is sick from the exposure. She will never recover from it. She finds her one objective, to find a husband, impossible to accomplish. Nobody wants her because she's been contaminated. The term black rain appears to have been coined during World War II to describe people in Japan who were exposed to radiation. When a nuclear crisis happens, the rain becomes contaminated with radioactive particulate that gets into the air. This is known as rain. It can be even more.
And what is radioactive? It's the same thing that's on these towers that's coming up. And I've been trying to tell y'all about this. It's even, your radiation is even coming from your telephones and your HD TVs, along with your Xbox. Anything that's got a computer or electronics has radiation in it. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but now you know, and no one's have to battle G.I. Joe. Let's keep on.
Lethal because it spreads, transported to other locations that were previously unaffected by any type of radioactive isotopes. These isotopes cause mutations in the human body on a physical level and can manipulate the genome. Radioactive damage can be swift and extraordinarily lethal. It can also cause unusual changes in species at a cellular level over time, and these mutations can then be passed to offspring. As you can see, the effects of radiation damage can contaminate every generation of the human race that follows a nuclear event. Long before the invention of these weapons, there was a nuclear...
It's okay, Libby. Appreciate it. I hope y'all are sharing these videos. I'm doing the best I can, but a lot of channels are getting slammed hard and kicked off and all that, and that's why I'm on gaming and giving out the real news, because y'all need to know CERN Switzerland has something to do with the weather being like it is. Who's this? E-Rock? Alright, you need to keep your guns close. You're right. Well, they took my guns. But I've got my stepfather's guns just in case something happens to him. And he's former Navy, so I've got people around me. Can't hear this video or the last two constant buffering knocks me off constantly. Bummer. Well, it's because if you're in and out and you jump into my channel and you jump out of my channel, you have problems. Alright, that's cool. You're welcome. You're welcome, E-Rock. Just trying my best to save all we can because they're softening us up for martial law with all this weather crazy crap. For real, guys, you got 33 inches heading your way, West Virginia. 4 to 6 inches for Alabama. We're going to have a big video on that, but I wanted y'all to hear what CERN Switzerland is doing to us. Russia wants to blow it up, believe it or not. Russia is on their border, about to do something about it. So hopefully Putin will save us.
Detonation that happened in the Garden of Eden. The DNA of humans was first damaged by a fruit that was laced with something. The serpent suggested that Eve should eat the fruit of the tree, and she did. The fruit acted like a radioactive isotope to her body, having ravaging effects on her and her husband.
Okay, the fruit that Eve ate is the apple. Okay? Do you know who makes Apple, right? The computers, the cell phones, the tablets, all that. That's the same thing as you took the apple and you bit into it. Food, water, guns, and bug in or out location. Yep. Yeah, that's a good idea. But seriously, it's gonna be bad, guys. It's gonna be really bad. Right, Apple logo. Yes. Yes. Apple is the big apple. Who's making Apple? Well, RFID chip is the CEO is none other than Jared Kushner. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. Let's keep on.
Just one taste of the apple, and Eve's DNA would begin to pollute, to suffer, to degrade. What was in this apple that was so tantalizing, too good to resist? It contained knowledge and
Well, people will die, yeah. But listen to this, okay? The UN's going to come in too. They call it a master, like a disaster or something like that. It's going to be just like the movie Geostorm, which I've never seen before. But I keep on hearing about it. Maybe I need to get a copy of it.
secrets of a world that Adam and Eve were not supposed to know about. They ingested a slice of the abyss. The apple was a stunningly advanced apparatus that the serpent used to bring about the downfall of humanity.
Look, the UN trucks are all over the place. I've seen some of them spotted at the Kellogg's Cornflakes warehouse. I've seen them at US Steel in Fairfield and Birmingham. I've seen them in the coal mines, hidden in the woods. I've seen them at the Air Force bases in the woods in Florida. I've seen them in Oklahoma, everywhere. They know our military won't fire on people, but UN will. Yes. Yes. You got it, partner. The caravan is going to be the UN. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. They're supposed to be meeting at a rendezvous to get vehicles and guns. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. So that's why we have Marines militia on the border watching, because the military has been sent back for some reason. I don't understand, but they called them back a week ago.
Create an abyss inside of people's bodies.
That was a bird.
It looked innocent to Eve, but it was not. Snow White, we see an apple dipped into a substance, black rain or black goo, and it turns the flesh of the apple black. Snow White, whose name indicates that she was blemish-free, received
Over our dead bodies. That's all I got to say. Ride or die. You better hit that NOS button, because right now, they never had their car.
the black goo and ate from it. It contaminated her like it did Eve in the garden. What both of these characters ate was something that would eventually kill them. Interestingly, Lady Gaga also portrayed Black Rain in a commercial for her perfume called Fame.
If you just knew my family, my other uncle is Lieutenant Mitch Leith from Texas, okay, Army. And then I've got Sergeant Randall White, Marines, Captain Jason Winstead, Navy. You got my grandfather, World War II, Private Wilson White. Scott White, his brother was in the military. So I'm in good shape. I've got, my dad has collected so many guns and they're in his safe, so we're ready to roll. All I got to say is, like Patrick Swayze would say, it's World War III out there. And if you don't remember, like I said last night, you might want to go look at a little bit of the environment of the movie, because it shows a snowball shaker on that table when the bomb goes off, and the guy gets off the couch and says, "Holy shit!" So, yeah, this could happen. This could happen in December, folks. Look for it. I wouldn't be surprised. Obama said he wanted to win the war on Christmas, and I know this is weird having news and this stuff talking about while we're playing. Well, I'm not even playing. I'm letting the game play by itself. If you want to know that, if that tells you, I don't even give a damn about the games. Howdy, everyone. Just woke up. Oz time. Aha. What's up? Carlene? You sharing my stuff still? Because I've got some new stuff out there. And I've got a weather advisory going to be coming out on my other channel. I hope y'all are subscribing to my other channel. Steve Henry, breaking news. Stone Cold returning to be in a match. Yeah, I heard. And so is Sting. I wonder who he's going after. Makes you want to say
You'll notice her perfume is black, but she boasts that it goes on clear and doesn't have any residue. However, in her promotion, we see a very different story. Lady Gaga enters into the abyss through a portal. There is black rain all over the place. She begins to bathe in it and becomes completely covered in it by the end of the commercial. It doesn't dry clear. It contaminates her entire flesh. She emerges from the pit of black rain with a crown on her head.
Hey, if you want to stay in here, be serious, dude, okay? Becky Lynch is married. And not to you, I promise you that.
Interestingly enough, women are often portrayed in film as the recipients of the black rain or goo. Could this be because Eve was the first person in history to be contaminated, and she led her husband to receiving this contamination as well? Black rain is the substance of the abyss. CERN celebrated this in their art exhibit called Collide. So is a collision coming? A collision of two worlds. We are told in scripture and the apocryphal literature.
What are you talking about? Mafina? They won't let me leave America. Don't do it. What are you talking about? Okay, whatever.
That something will come out from inside the earth during the end times. The abyss will be opened. This is confirmed in Revelation and reinforced in the Enoch. Something was buried. Buried deep inside the earth. Revelation 9 tells us that locusts with human faces will be released upon the earth, and they will torment those who do not have the seal of God upon their foreheads. The king of the bottomless pit will come out as well, and his name will be Abaddon. Enoch reinforces the idea of a pit, or an abyss, a place where a group of Nephilim were imprisoned until they will be let go for the purpose of their own judgment.
Yeah, I agree. That was pretty good, WrestleMania 13.
Their release will happen in the end times. Their penalty will be brought by the Elohim because they tried to infect humanity by having sexual relations with women. DNA infection, manipulation of the human genome, has truly been one of the chief ambitions of this other realm since the birth of the human one. These creatures will use any means necessary to contaminate the human flesh and the offspring of humanity. They want to disrupt human life at its most fundamental level. Why? Because humanity was created in the image of the Elohim. No animal or creature, including the Benai Elohim or the sons of God, can claim that they were created in his image. Only humanity is able to claim this. Did CERN hint at their plans with the unveiling of this video called Black Rain, the birth of the abyss upon the earth?
Alright, what did I tell y'all a couple of weeks ago? Stay out of the rain. If it rains or snows, you need to stay out of it because there's chemicals coming from China. They ordered a bunch, like 55 million gallons of chemicals for the sea and for up in the air. So remember that, folks. I'm going to say this again. The reason you're getting sick is because you're out in the weather and you're breathing these chemtrails. Just remember that. It's getting worse because Wormwood is close. As Wormwood gets close, we're going to keep on getting chemtrails in bad weather and snow storms. Because when it snows, you can't really see nothing, can you? No. You can't see the outer space. You can't see nothing but, clouds. What chemicals do you have proof? You're out of here, dude. I'm done with you, dude. You're an ignorant motherfucker. I just want you to know that. I wasn't playing. How about your proof there? You stupid fuck. You just got GTS. Go to sleep. And I just found out where you live. You're the same fuckhead. Stay away from me, Andrew Collins. Stay away. You're a piece of shit. You're fat and ugly, and no wonder you like to bully people all the time. Why don't you do me a favor? Go back in the damn gym, motherfucker. Then come back and talk to me because I look better than you.
Came in. One was holding a...
Y'all really need to wake the fuck up and you need to grow up. Is that Beth? Which one are you talking about, Violet, girl? Nice to see you again. You missed a hell of a show this morning. Alaska's being attacked. Dog's wife. Yeah, Beth is having problems. Beth is dying. Yep, absolutely. Sharing hope everyone else does to make these videos go gangbusters, folks. Yeah, I mean, nobody understands it. I'm not saying it like everybody else is. I'm not, look, all them other YouTube channels that y'all are following are kissing ass, kissing the yes men. I'm like CM Punk, crossing my legs and just sitting in a freaking ring staring at everybody like, I'm not going to do what you're telling me what to do, FBI. I'm not going to do what you tell me what to do, CIA. I'm not going to do what you tell me what to do, NWO. Oh, Kevin Nash. Oh, my sister thought he was dead already. That's the way I look at it. Same way with George Soros. He's a never was and never could be. He's a piece of shit, and if he shows up in the United States, he's a dead man. French people set up for the guillotines. Well, that's good. That's good. If they don't want to fight back, they're idiots. They're idiots. They shouldn't have took their guns. They shouldn't have gave up their guns. That's the way I look at it. We're going to show the European how to fight. I promise you, we got meth bombs. We're going to blow their freaking European crew up.
Long shotgun. The other one was holding a handgun.
Many people have covered various aspects about CERN. To date, I have yet to see a video that covers who is funding this machine. The machine that gave birth to the internet, that changed everything we knew about technology. It changed everything that we thought was possible. It brought a world together as one, trapped inside its web. Now you have a world so addicted to the delusion it has created. Now you have a world immersed into its matrix. The truth is, CERN already controls you. Just look at your mobile phone, open up Facebook, and become entrenched in an abyss with billions of different directions, impossibly difficult to navigate. They want you inside the matrix, trapped there forever and ever and ever. Who is funding this machine that has led to depression, anxiety, mental illness, mental enslavement? Who?
13 world banks, George Soros, and your New World Order leaders are funding this stupid ass machine that needs to be blown away, because that is your climate change.
Has funded this endless pornography machine. Who would ever want millions of people to fall into the spider's web? A willing victim of a kill. The answer won't surprise you when I tell you who is behind this. They don't just want you trapped. They want you enslaved.
Oh yeah, David Rockefeller too. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Go fuck yourself, man. I'm done. I'm not arguing with you no more. If you don't know how to fucking share, subscribe, and like, get the fuck out. And stay away from my other channel. I've been watching you on my other channel too. Get the fuck off and don't ever show back up again. I washed my hands from you years ago on NASCAR Online. I shut your boyfriends down for sexual harassment and pedophilia. They're done. So stay away.
In a matrix of numbers, images, infinite data to overstimulate your mind. Then they can control you, because they can control everything inside the spider's web. The end goal of the matrix is really quite simple. It's to keep you inside of it. The only way out of the matrix is even simpler, and that is Jesus. They know this, and that's why they hate him so much. Before we discuss the Rockefellers and their contributions to CERN, I want to start off with some background information. A lot of the funding for CERN comes from
Rockefeller Plaza needs to be shut down.
taxpayers in various Western countries. That's correct. You might have helped to finance CERN simply by paying taxes. CERN scientists have received hundreds of grants and endowments from governments all across the world, totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. While the price of CERN's annual operation is unknown, the entire machine's construction and upkeep totals billions upon billions of dollars. So where's the money coming from? The truth is that while many governments have assisted funding CERN, there have been several private donors involved as well. CERN is constantly having to raise money in order to continue operating its experiments, as they appear to be searching for the dark universe. This requires billions of dollars. CERN has a fundraising arm that collects private donations from wealthy contributors all across the world. Not unsurprisingly, CERN is heavily supported by the Rockefeller family dynasty, not just financially, but also through scientists who work for Rockefeller University, which is owned by the Rockefeller family. We know for a fact the Rockefellers are actually sending scientists over to work at CERN. Two of these scientists are Robert Ciesielski and Sebastian White. Ciesielski's bio states that he's hunting for supersymmetry and the dark universe at CERN, and has been instrumental in the CMS experiment, which has discovered several new subatomic particles. Sebastian White studied under a man named Leon Lederman, who wrote a book about the God particle in 1993, long before this particle was discovered. It should be noted that this book, written by Leon Lederman, appears to be a piece of predictive programming for the masses about a discovery that would happen 2 decades after the writing of the book. We're always talking about predictive programming found in music videos and movies, in many.
The great thing about instant fuel is its simplicity. To make it, add 2 tablespoons.
Many things that Hollywood does, but very few people talk about predictive programming found in books. That's the point of my channel, is to uncover the secrets that are contained inside of books. Speaking of books, 2 books document the intimate involvement of the Rockefeller Institute in CERN's experiments. One book is called
Rockefeller Institute needs to be shut down, blown up, and caught on fire, just like they did in the California fires. I'm fed up with the piece of shits. Them old men can't even get it up no more, and they need to fucking leave. They're not gonna have sex with our kids. You've got 4 months, guys. 4 months before they legalize pedophilia. And you better blow their heads off. Because if you don't, we're gonna blow your head off for not saving these kids.
Work Structure of Matter, and another is called The History of CERN Part 3. Both of these books suggest Rockefeller scientists have played major roles in the discovery of subatomic particles at CERN. More importantly, who controls the massive amount of money transferred to CERN? The Rockefellers do.
Unbelievable.
In fact, they control all of the money that is being transferred from the United States to Geneva, Switzerland.
Yep.
Are you surprised?
Nope.
You shouldn't be.
Not surprised.
A non-profit charity called the King Baudouin Foundation, which is based at 10 Rockefeller Plaza in New York City, funnels all donations to CERN that are made by private donors within the United States. The founder of this charity, King Baudouin of Belgium, was a personal friend of Nelson Rockefeller, who's the brother of David Rockefeller. It is also known that the Rockefeller Brothers Fund, which is a non-profit charity run by David Rockefeller, contributes huge amounts of money directly to the King Baudouin Foundation totaling millions of dollars in donations. There is an absolute connection between the money behind CERN and the Rockefeller family. We know CERN is looking for something. They say publicly that they are looking for the dark universe, though some have doubted their claims and think that they're looking for something else. In my opinion, I believe the term dark universe might be a cloaked phrase with an alternative meaning. According to CERN, it is believed that the universe is mapped out like a cosmic tree. The universe is shaped like a tree, and much of the tree is made up of dark matter.
In 1966, Time magazine ran a cover story asking, "Is God dead?" The cover...
Nope, he's not. He's still alive.
Only the butts of the tree are
And
lit
he's
up
about
as
to
light
ram.
matter.
He's about to ram an asteroid straight up your ass, Empire.
Researchers here are looking for what they call dark matter, thought of as a cosmic tree, from which our galaxies, shown in pink, grew like blossoms. So how long before they discovered the first hard evidence for it?
CERN is trying to discover the contours of this cosmic tree. I believe they are looking for the tree of life, though they will not find it. They're going to find death, destruction, and ruin. They're going to open up something that will usher in the end of days. One thing is for certain, and I will say this in conclusion, CERN plans a major announcement this year. Already, scientists have come out and said that this announcement will usher in a new golden era of particle physics. They appear to have discovered something. A new golden dawn is coming.
Yeah, they discovered something, alright. It's called wormwood. And that's what they're opening. They opened up, alright, something. They opened up wormwood. They're stupid old fuckers that can't even get it up no more, and they want to fuck with people's lives. We're going to fuck with their lives. It's over. Black, white, Hispanic, we're going to bring them down. They're going to wish they never messed with us. And last time I checked, God made you. New World Order. And he can break you.
According to CERN. And trust me when I tell you, you do not want to be a part of it.
They're almost here. People of tomorrow. The key was hidden from the eyes of the world.
You are not fooling anybody.
And is now found again by the purest of heart. The sacred guardians of the key were appointed by nature itself to protect the machine and guard its sacred purpose. Until a time came when humankind needed its power once more.
Release the drop.
In order to fight monsters, we created monsters of our own.
It's Bilderberg. Bilderberg's doing this too. All these monsters that they're about to unlock is nothing but robots. I want y'all to know that. Sorry. Only Hollywood has got monsters. I want you to know that. And your aliens are going to be built like robots.
We always thought alien life would come from the stars.
Yeah, and y'all are not doing anything about it. Y'all are just letting it happen, and we're not. I see the ones that's sharing on my Facebook. Oh, by the way, I'm about to start cleaning out my Facebook. And if you came from my subscriber in my YouTube channel and you're not sharing, I'm kicking you off. That's how big it's going to be. You got 5 weeks to figure it out, folks. Well, I got news for you. The Marines militia has a bigger pie, and it's called pipe bomb.
And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth. And to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. Of the bottomless pit, of the bottomless pit. And to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth. Of the bottomless pit, of the bottomless pit. And I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth. And he opened the bottomless pit. The bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit. 3, 2, 1, go! And there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? You can't protect us. I'll find a way. I have been waiting an eternity for a man of your strength to arrive.
Welcome to your life.
What is it you are seeking?
I want the power to destroy my enemies and save my family.
There's no turning back.
Drink. We always thought alien life would come from the stars.
But alien life is not real. Alien life that they're talking about is robots called Terminator from underground where they've been building for years to kill humans because the humans has failed to be humans. They don't know how to fix food in the restaurants no more. They want to spit in people's food. They're going to die first. And then the cops are going to die. Robocop's going to take their jobs. Oh, I'm not done. Sears, you don't know how to fix a refrigerator. How many times have you been to my mom's house? 7 times? And that's a brand new refrigerator? You're going to lose your job to a robot, The Simpsons said, in the 90s. I'm the best in the world, boys and girls. And I'm going to tell you straight up, your comments down below, the robots are going to kill you for it. For don't know how to respect people. Bottom line, you stupid idiots. The CIA and the FBI is watching you say what you're saying on the comments like you don't even think. Your head's not even thinking straight. Maybe because you've got drugs and alcohol and cigarettes up your ass.
But it came from deep beneath.
Man, the demons are coming from the freaking chemicals, Carlene. Come on. Quit with the shit. Wake the fuck up. Y'all are being lied to. Everything y'all are listening to on Facebook and on YouTube is a lie. Okay, if that's real then, okay? If it's real, then where they at? Where they at? They're still digging. They're still digging for oil. Ain't no freaking monsters coming out of a freaking ground. The only monsters I see is Waka Flocka and Spice when you start smoking your pipe when they legalize it. That's what I see, folks. See, I'm not stupid. Yeah, the demons is your drugs. I'm not stupid. I'm smarter than you think. And the last time I seen a demon was in 2014 when I was on them pills. Not on the pills no more. I'm wide ass awake. While y'all are all asleep. Watching too much sci-fi.
Welcome to your life.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here. You got me? Go tell Rockefellers and the other stupid son of a bitches we're coming for them. When they come out, they're gonna glow. They're gonna be swallowing bullets. Go fuck yourself, dude. Don't come back here again. You stupid idiot. Who do you think made you? God. The man upstairs. Jesus' father. You stupid idiot. Don't come back here, man. Or I'm going to put your face and your address out on the freaking internet. You won't be bullying no more. See, I bring down the bullies. I make them my bitch. Nobody knows how but me. Show up again. I dare you. Jason Aldean says he dares you.
And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, and he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before.
Do you know what the New World Order said to me? The ones that walked away? You're not going to be seeing people coming out of the freaking ground. Sorry, this ain't Thriller. Okay? WO says you're not going to be seeing people with 2 horns. Okay? And 3 horns and 7 horns and all this other shit. You're being lied to. Quit listening to the Paul Begley's bullshit. That's what's wrong with y'all. Your beast is this weather. There's your beast right there. The reason I'm playing this is to tell you which is fiction and which is not. Y'all need to get off the damn drugs, seriously. Quit smoking and quit drinking. By the way, it's all rat poison.
Him, and causeth the earth, and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich.
Well, I got news for you. If you think we're going to be killed, they're going to be killed first. See, we're going to how do you call this? We're going to remake history. Okay? We're here for the kids. Until they bring in the rapture, I'm going to fight for these kids. God told us to, and we're going to. You're not going to have sex with them no more, George W. Bush. You're not going to have sex with them no more, Clintons. You're not going to have sex with them no more, Obama. You're not going to have sex with them no more, Rockefellers. Jeffrey Epstein, Podesta. This is for Lincoln Park, Chester Bennington, and Chris Cornell. We got their emails. You might have killed them and everything, but we got their emails before you killed them. So don't tell me what you know until we tell you what's up. Lincoln Park, Chester Bennington got murdered and raped by his stepfather, John Podesta. Tony Podesta. There's two of them. Okay? Y'all need to wake the fuck up. Paul Walker was trying to tell us something before he got droned on the set of Fast and Furious. Y'all being lied to. And it's pathetic that you still don't listen. It's like, what'd you do? Put a here? You put one in your nose too? Here, do me another one, okay? Since you like getting screwed in the ass. Put one up your ass too. Shine it up real nice and stick it straight up your candy ass. You've been listening to Obama too much. You've been listening to the government too much. You've been listening to Bush too much. You've been listening to Ronald Reagan too much. You've been listening to all that crap too much. But I promise you this, folks. Keep on listening to them. And you know who's going to be coming to kick your ass? Russia. Russia. We're with Russia. I hope you know that. Khabib. Whoop your hero from Switzerland. CERN, Switzerland. Conor McGregor. The motherfucker that wants to fight Jesus. I got news for you, Conor. I got news for you, man. You better run and get the fuck out of the United States. Because there's a lot of Marines right now wants to kill you. I just thought you might want to know that. Just thought you might want to know that, big boy. Skinny. Looks like you've been on crack. You look like Popeye the Sailor Man on crack. You stupid fuck. And going in there, picking up a chair and throwing it at a freaking school bus or a bus. You're a piece of shit. You need to grow up. You ain't nothing. And if Dana White had the balls to kick you out of freaking UFC, I would. But Dana White's a piece of shit too. He calls them contrails. I call them chemtrails. And I'll help you out. I had a report come out over the summer. A girl that used to come to me for a massage. She used to be a airport stewardess. She found out what was on them airplanes, chemtrails. And if an airplane blew up in the air, there would be no survivors. I don't know if you knew that or not. With the jet engine going through that green that I show you on the outer space all the time can catch on fire, folks. Okay? I want you to know that. You got chemtrails with aluminum foil. Now think about this. Aluminum foil and roach spray, chemicals, flammable chemicals, flying through the air with this jet engine. Remember that. Think about that for a moment, folks. That's why our airplanes keep on going down in the sky. See, I'm pretty smart, guys. Probably the smartest dude you'll meet. I am the craziest son of a bitch when you come at our kids and our family. You messed up. I am Woodrow and you're Blue Duck, and you will be hung for having sex with kids. You will be hung. You will be hung very, very soon by Russia. 60,000 elite pedophiles are going to be arrested starting tomorrow, December the 5th, December the 21st. And then Judgment Day will be upon us next month for these fucks that killed Heath Ledger. They're all going down. The ones that killed Prince, you're going down. The ones that killed Robin Williams, you're going down. All I got to say is nanu nanu, mork and meanie, motherfucker. Jim Carrey's right. You trying to kill. You killed Jim Carrey's girl. NWO. All I got to say is you killed my girl last year, a year and a half ago. I'm going to tell you straight up. Balls to the wall. I was with her for 17 years. The end is near for you, NWO. This has turned personal. And if these fucking fucktards coming onto my channel and wants to fight like Stony Stone, I'm going to tell you right now, with your little AR-15 with your wife, I'm going to stick it straight up your ass, you pedophile piece of shit. It would not surprise me you're having sex with your granddaughters. You're a piece of shit. I got the report. You was arrested for pedophilia on your phone. You're a piece of shit. You should have been arrested like David. That Truth Channel. You're pathetic. You, Paul Begley, BP Earthwatch are all Freemasons, and I promise you this, Jack. You're going down. I promise you.
Emperor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell.
You're welcome. Be safe. All I got to say is, ride or die. This is for Paul Walker for murdering him in 2011. And Fox, I just found out what Fox is. Foxy, ladies, is little teenager girls, 12-year-old girls. Fox. Fox. Just like the channel Fox.
Say he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 3
Yeah, we can kill him. Putin's going to kill him with one of his agents. Yeah. Your 603 score 6 is going to die by Russia. We're already following this son of a bitch. And he's from Europe. Prince Williams, you will rest in peace, bitch.
And not the other way around.
Alright, that's it on that one, folks. Hope you enjoyed that, but some of it's real and some of it's fake. I wanted you to know that. The only reason CERN Switzerland is here is to cover up wormwood from outer space. I repeat, cover up wormwood from outer space. How are they doing it? Weather. Alright. Let's see here. Who else is next? Deidre Salvage sends me a message. Says, I just wanted to tell you, and I know she subscribed to me. I don't have Messenger, but I can read it. I can't respond until December the 28th for reporting Joe Biden as a pedophile on Facebook. I just wanted to tell you that I love you. Gee, the way everybody is losing their life out there in the streets, you never know when it could be one of us. And if it is one of us, I want to at least let you know that I care about you. Forward this to everyone. I don't do forward chains, but I appreciate the love. Wow, I got a report on the weather. I will be putting it out there on my other channel, folks. But Putin's about to grab your balls, United States, for believing in the Baphomet, for believing in having sex with kids. He's about to put your pedophile California in the water with 3 submarines, just like in the movie Fast and Furious. I want you to know that right now. I tried to warn you. I've been trying to warn you, and I'm going to keep on and keep on and keeping on until they stop me. And they've tried to stop me 3 times, and I'm still here. 3 strikes. You're weak and you're pedophile. That's all I got to say. Where is that? Edward. Alright, I knew that. This is a pretty long match. I told you I was going to put some long matches in here for y'all, so y'all could see the news that I got. I got a bunch. I mean, I told you it's going to be a big deal. You might even have to pause it and go get you something to eat and then come back and whatever it takes. But we're running out of time, and I told you I was going to go full force on this because they're trying to kick me off in 5 weeks because I don't got 5,000 subscribers. That is the goal of YouTube. The YouTube says if you don't have as many subscribers, they're gonna take me off because I'm not giving them the right content, is what they said. Because I'm telling the truth. Anybody else that's not doing it is pretty much telling you what's up. The protest is another crisis act in Europe. I want y'all to know that. And if you let them take your guns and your freedom and this stupid microchip up your ass, then you're an idiot and you need to be killed. That's all I can say. Don't know how to explain it. I'm not going to explain it too many times because, I mean, I'm not getting anywhere. I mean, y'all ain't subscribing, y'all just watching. Same ones. Let's see here. Nobody sharing. And I'm about to eliminate the people that's not sharing on my Facebook. That's all I can say. You're a coward. I don't want you on my team. But if you like Alabama football and you're going balls to the wall and you're going to slam them right in the face, then come on, roll tide. Let's do it. That's all I got to say. I'm not going to sit here and worry about it no more. If I have to, I'll start another channel. I'm not playing. If they cut me off on this channel and the other channel, I will start another one. That's all I got to say. If you think I'm going to quit that easy, you're stupid. I've been doing this for 3 years and I'm going to keep on. Let's see here. What's there? Looking at the news, guys. I don't even know how many's watching or what. They won't let me know. The only time I talk to anybody is commenting on live. If you're commenting after the show, I probably don't even know you're there because they don't let me know. All right, here we go. All right, I want y'all to hear this. Alert 40-foot waves in super chill. I was trying to tell you this. Listen to this. Breaking news.
Hey Patriots, forward to December 2018, 2 o'clock Standard Eastern Time. My profession for my new subs, I've been in intelligence, a retired law enforcement agent, in the security field my whole life, so that's my calling. But as a hobby, I've been fascinated with weather as a child. Until this day, I take sky phenomena daily. But with everything going on with Alaska, to the left is Russia, to the right is Alaska. This is live. Look at the temperatures. Negative 29, negative 33. Alaska is pretty warm. Again, guys, this is real time. The 4th. 2 o'clock Standard Eastern Time. I'm going to jump over to the 10th. Now that looks about right. Russia and Alaska, same temperature wise, but you guys have gigantic waves coming. This is the wave count right now. This is live time. 36.1. That's the highest. And again, this is live time. It looks like you guys may be possibly hit with one or possibly two separate storms. Again, it's the 4th. Jump over to the 10th. I have another system coming. It's a larger system, but not as powerful. Live time right now. We'll jump to 7 o'clock in the morning. You can see the waves. So I know you guys just had that severe earthquake and power outage, numerous power outages. And again, it's warm right now, guys. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you guys how to live in Alaska. You guys know how to
Okay, I'm going to try to do a separate video on that tonight on my other channel, Rest in Peace NWO, The Real News, and show you that a lot of this is the Rothschilds' plan in China and North Korea, just like they did Hawaii. They're trying to do it to Alaska. And somebody asked, I think it was last night or this morning's comment down below, was there going to be a, could Russia land in Alaska and use that area for war? Yes, you're right on that. Yes, I believe it could happen. But I know North Korea and China is going to come from the south. That would be Mexico, because North Korea, Kim Jong Un just got done meeting with the new president. Okay, and if you did not know, that's the same president that was in the movie Fast and Furious, the same name. He's letting them in. He's still letting them in. So he's not really a president. He's just nothing but a complete idiot. I think that president is going to ruin Mexico, if you want to know the truth. Just like the president is ruining Europe. And after they take out the United States, they're going to, Pelosi or Clinton is going to ruin the United States. So we need to be ready. We've seen what's going on in Europe, and we don't need to be like Europe. Okay, folks? We really need to fight for this. Fight for our country and fight for our men that fought for us. And if we don't, then we're a bunch of cowards, and y'all believe in that CIA operative Paul Begley. And that's the way I see it. He wants you dead. I want you to know that. Paul Begley wants you dead. So does BP Earthwatch. I mean, I already showed you why Paul Begley and BP Earthwatch is the same people. BP is Paul Begley. I want you to know that. And plus, he worked at the BP oil rig that pretty much started the earthquake 5.0 this summer. And it was a bomb from the Navy. Just thought you might want to know that, folks. Alright, let's keep on. And if you don't believe me, that's fine, whatever. You can go back to sleep, sheep. What is next? Got a lot of news, I know that. Alright, breaking news on the Ring of Fire. Volcano activity. Okay. Earthquake and volcanoes activity surged on this year. Here we go. I predicted that New Year's Eve. And I'm going to have another prediction New Year's Eve video that's probably going to shock the hell out of you, because it's 2018 is going to be worse in 2019. I want y'all to know that. And like I said, Russia wants his people home by 2020. So the war is going to happen either next year or now. Let's see what happens. Let's go. Oops. All right, let's keep on.
Hey guys, looks like there's a lot of activities, reports on the Ring of Fire, especially this year. There's been a lot of activities. I would say 70% of the world's volcanoes resides there in the Ring of Fire. And as you know, the Alaska earthquake, the 7.0 with the 1800 aftershocks that are still happening. There's some volcanoes there as well. That's I believe in a concern on that. And also there's been going back to the earthquakes, cracks on the roads, and basically watch for tsunamis when they happen on them. So on that, and then down further on the Ring of Fire, as you know, New Zealand, there's been some activities as well, all the way up to the Philippines, to Russia, and the U.S. The West Coast as well. Thousands of earthquakes and volcanic eruptions took place in Asia, and as well as the Mexico volcano, which is the Guatemala volcano, which is the Fuego volcano, and there's activities happening there as well. Also, on the Ring of Fire, there's been a lot of activities in other places as well, earthquakes happening on that. Putting attention on the New Zealand and also Iran and different places on it, there's been some activities happening on there. So I don't know if that has to do with volcanoes that is causing these earthquakes or just earthquakes themselves. But I also want to point out, also was kind of interesting on the New Zealand earthquake. They were saying that the two islands are coming closer together, so there's some activities on the plates. So that may have a lot of shifting that's going on as well. So again, activities on volcanoes and earthquakes, and I believe we're covering live on the different places on watch.
They're gonna try to take it. I haven't heard anything about stopping it, but they're gonna try to take it because they stole the oil from the Middle East during the Desert Storm. That's why it was called Desert Storm. It's what my uncle told me. He was a former Marine. Before he died, he told me that they were stealing oil down there. That's what the war was all about. So, yeah. You're right. Russia's coming to kick our ass because we stole something that it wasn't ours.
I would call it the watch on Yellowstone and the Mexico volcanoes and the Italy.
Well, not gonna kick our ass. It's gonna kick the government's ass. And we're gonna be behind them.
There's been some activities happening as well, and looking at the West Coast on the different places for activity happening. So I'm giving basically a watch on that to know what's going on as far as that. So as we getting closer to the end of the year, the new year coming up, so that means more earthquakes, more volcanoes that's up on a rise, and meteor showers. So the world's going quick, and it's happening very quickly, if you notice.
He's right.
Thank you for watching.
CERN is absolutely, it's like a freaking monster truck in the freaking Civic Center. Everything's vibrating, and that's what's happening. That's all it's doing. It's not doing anything but vibrating the world and vibrating everything, and it's ruining the country, and it's ruining the earth. It's ruining all the countries and everything else, and Russia is noticing it, and I think Russia's about to blow it up. With they call it Satan too, but Russia calls it the rod of God. So just thought you might want to know that. Let's keep on. Let's go to the next one. There's a bunch out here, guys. Bunch out here. All right, we're gonna go to this, and we're gonna talk about this tonight on my other YouTube channel of the snow. How much snow are we going to get in the south and the east? In Texas, you're going to get a bunch of snow. 12 inches of snow. Get ready, snow people, snow freaks. If I was you, I wouldn't stay in the snow because it's going to be bad, okay? Let's check it out. Because the chemicals are going to be in the snow.
Oh yeah, baby!
When your team's on fire, there's Google Duo.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. The reason why I haven't been uploading as many videos, many people have been asking me to upload videos about, this southern snowstorm. The reason is my computer broke that I usually record my videos on, so that's a little bit of a problem. I couldn't, figure out a solution for a couple of days, and even when I did, it just didn't want to cooperate with me, so I finally did work something out. And tell me in the comment section box below whether the quality is okay and if it didn't suffer too much. Tell me if we could get by with this, because it's all about you guys. So I really apologize I haven't been uploading as much. If you'd like to also consider subscribing to this channel, you could do so. It's a red subscribe button down below, and it helps my channel grow, and I really appreciate it. The third and the last thing I'd like to say, sorry I'm bombarding you guys with these things, but I will post a survey in this right-hand corner of this video, and this will basically be talking about, would you support my Patreon? It's a yes or no survey, and I want to get a rough estimate of how many people would support my Patreon. If it's like 5 or 4, then, it's maybe not worth it, but if it's like 20 or 30, then maybe I'll consider getting a Patreon, and that's basically when you guys drop $1 or $2 per month to support my YouTube channel and maybe get myself a new computer, because right now, again, I am running on this lower quality device that's not the best, but we will get by, so consider doing that, and thank you. Right now we're looking at the GFS model 6-hour average precipitation rate, and there's some snow showers down in the Ohio Valley, not producing much, maybe a dusting at most. Southern Canada also seeing a little bit of some flurries, some snow showers. The next event that the main event that we're talking about was still off the coast of California. It has not has made landfall yet. It is still it is a strong system, but once it makes landfall on the coast or anywhere on New Mexico or the North American coastline, then the models will have a better grasp on it. That's how usually systems work, that when they make landfall, things get really pinned down, pointed out. As of now, it's still off the coast, so models are still all over the place, but we are looking at, a possibility of a fairly major snowstorm. So let's go back to, let's just track this one by one. Apologize for that. We are at the storm making landfall somewhere around the Baja Peninsula of Mexico, getting into Arizona and New Mexico, while a secondary low is developing here. That was kind of like the parent low. This low takes over. Severe weather, heavy rain, thunderstorms, showers, likely definitely with this storm.
That does not surprise me. 1990s Simpsons does not surprise me. Thank you for the update. That's awesome, Marlena. Shit's hitting the fan. And Donald Trump pretty much robbed the bank.
And the north side, where the cold air is going to be, which this is the crucial part, that there's going to be cold air with this. The 540 thickness line is right there, which usually indicates where the rain snow is going to occur. That rain snow line fairly far down to the south. So again, the GFS is not showing much snow for the panhandle areas like Oklahoma and Texas, but the European model is showing quite a bit of snow for those areas. So we will just need to see what happens.
And like I said, follow the European model, okay, folks? The European model is been right on with all the hurricanes. You know, whoever's been following me with the hurricanes and the storms, I told you, Edward Snowden told us to watch out for the European model. And Eric Snowden has hit every home run, and I'm just a speaker. And I'm doing the best I can for y'all. Y'all need to wake up. Y'all going to freeze to death.
More confident the GFS and European are on the area right in here where that cold air, let me draw this out for you. So if I were to do this, let's go to this. The high pressure is right there, and all high pressures, if you did not know, spin clockwise with their winds. So this high pressure is basically doing this, and it's pushing, basically pummeling into down this corridor with cold air. And where this cold air is areas where it's cold enough, there will be snow. That's why this, all around it, it's rain, but in that little area, it's still snowing. And that's why some of the mountains may be ridiculously high. So if I wait till I show you some of these snowfall totals, let's just click on total.
Well, he's got a new, this is his new version. I said 33 inches in some areas, 4 to 6 inches in some areas. Some of them will have 12 inches of snow. The whole United States could be blanketed by snow. This could be a what you call it, a day after tomorrow scenario. And by the way, when you subscribe to my other channel, I'm going to send you the movie Day After Tomorrow, all right, for free. Now it's going to be a generic version of, because of, you know, copyrights and stuff like that, but I'm going to send it to you from my other YouTube channel. All right, enjoy.
Snowfall, and you will be shocked. So look at that. That is 21, 27, 16 inches. The European model is showing a very, very similar outcome for the North, I think, yeah, for the North Carolina, Virginia, and possibly northeastern Georgia, northern South Carolina area.
West Virginia, Mountain Mama, if you're listening to me and you've been watching my channel, they're predicting this weekend 33 inches of snow. All right, let's keep on. And by the way, there's going to be another big snowstorm in 9 days, December the 13th. Something up with the 13th.
Yeah, European and GFS are fairly agreed on that. They are agreed on some potential for snow here, but the GFS is not showing much snow at all in the panhandle areas, while the European is showing 9, 10 inches. So those are some differences. Let's go to the Canadian model and let's look at the differences. If we were to look at the Canadian model a couple days ago, it was completely different. Actually, yesterday in the evening, it showed a completely different outcome where the snow was going up here into the northeast. You're seeing that the Canadian model is still showing some snow, maybe on the coastal areas, because that's the reason the Canadian model has a more northerly track, and it's going to kind of hook around, and you can see maybe potentially skim some of these locations. That's what the CMC Canadian model had yesterday. It has backed up on that ever since a little bit more. So we are now looking at the heaviest snow across still the area in North Carolina, Virginia, and northern South Carolina. So let's look at the total snowfall once again for the Canadian model, and we are looking again at 17, 13 inches and 8, 10, 11 inches for the panhandle. So northern Oklahoma, southern Arkansas, southern Missouri, did I say Arkansas? Southern Kansas, southern Missouri, northern Arkansas, extreme southern parts of Illinois, basically the whole state of Kentucky, and then we have Virginia, North Carolina, West Virginia also getting impacted, and potentially South Carolina. Let's just zoom in on these snowfall totals. Check these out. Southeast United States, again, showing quite some hefty amounts. Not as much as the GFS. And remember, if we showed you the GFS, they're showing 22 to 20 inches of snow, even spots of above 2 feet of snow, which would be just ridiculous. But anything's possible. Let's go to the European model right now.
We had 3 feet of snow in 1993 down here in Alabama, so nothing will surprise me. Remember, Wormwood showed up in the 90s too, is what Edward Snowden was telling me. So just giving you a heads up. Every time Wormwood comes around, we get the wildest, craziest weather and the craziest volcano eruptions. So let's keep on. And yeah, that's just all I got to say is hold on and hold your hats, and we're going to try to get through this together.
Model is a great, it's many people actually like the European model over the GFS. It's a great model. It's actually, it's a very trusted model. And we go to new snowfall. Next 5 days, snow is starting and it already finished across these areas. Notice how across the panhandle of Texas, Amarillo would be getting around 6, 7 inches of snow, while the GFS is showing, maybe an inch or a trace of snow. And then into Oklahoma, 5 inches, into northern Arkansas. And then in the next 10 days, which that's unfortunately the interval we will need to go by, once the storm passes, the top area could be seeing a almost 40 inches of snow, which is just ridiculous. And I was about to make a video on this a couple days ago before my computer broke down, and it was showing 27, and I was about to be like, yeah, this is going to change within one model run. There's no way there's going to be 27 inches of snow. Well, ever since then, not only have they stayed the same, or they haven't stayed the same, they actually have increased. So it's a little bit concerning. Some areas, I think at this point, we'll be getting around 2 feet of snow. 3 feet of snow, that's still a question mark, but some isolated areas of 2 feet is definitely possible. So let's go to more layers, and let's just take the storm step by step with
What's the numbers, Marlena? Do you know? Anybody know? I don't study numbers because I know the numbers are fake.
European models. So let's go out to precipitation type again. Right now, seeing some wet snow, some light snow showers across these areas in the woods. Kentucky, southern Illinois, southern Indiana, maybe southern Missouri, and we go through in time some minor snow showers. A storm is brewing out here in the western coast. This is Thursday at 2.
And Donald Trump said, "Oh, we have a great deal with China." Yeah. Oh, it doesn't surprise me. Y'all keep on following that fat pig.
p.m. December 6th, we're looking at, maybe a potential band front along with a higher low up in Canada, which could produce some snow showers. That's not the major event. We go through this month, Friday, 7 o'clock a.m., a whole ton of moisture is getting uploaded. That's getting, just pummeled into the cold air, which then transitions into snow. Let's just skip to Saturday, 10 p.m. We're looking at a potential blizzard going on here in the...
Well, that don't really tell me anything. NBC, come on. The Peacock? Yeah, okay. I appreciate the fake news. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's like going to Paul Begley and saying Israel was getting attacked with missiles and Israel
Arkansas
is gone. And yeah, and Jerusalem is gone. And yeah, okay. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Missouri, Oklahoma, southern Kansas area, quite a bit of snow. We go through this now at small intervals. And again, it seems like most of this extreme southeast, like central.
The collateral is the move. Nobody ever said it. WWE has a collateral move. And it's from its author is a pain. Triple H made that move for them from the NXT. So remember that, folks. Triple H has been he's been trolling you a lot on YouTube. And he's suing the hell out of everybody on YouTube, I noticed. I think they are just giving us little hints. Nothing too major, but have to read between the lines. I've been reading between the lines, just like all I got to say is I learned a lot from Jesse the Body Ventura, not Jesse from BP Earthwatch.
Georgia, Central Alabama, Central Mississippi will be fine. It's just those areas in North Carolina, Tennessee, and you can see some of those rates are fairly significant. Some wet snow, and again, over 3 hours, it could be getting over an inch of snow.
Well, I appreciate it, and I hope you're sharing too. It's word of mouth, and let's share together. You can share on public now for YouTube, and you can share on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I'm on TikTok now. I'm anonymous on there. And yeah, I got the little mask and stuff like that. It's cute. But and I'm trying to be funny at the same time, but being serious let's be very, very serious about this, okay? I'm here to save your kids and the women that's being molested, murdered, and lied to by George Soros and the 13 world banks. If they think they're going to come in here with pedophilia in 4 months, they got another thing coming. Another GFC that will make the 2008 and 2009 global financial crisis looked like a tea party. Well, like I said, Obama and Trump is the same people. Okay, they're all together. Democrat and Republican Party is all together. I already talked about that today. They control them both, and your vote never counted. And yeah, all I got to say is I'm like CM Punk, and I'm making the NWO GTS go to sleep.
No, per hour, definitely.
And by the way, I hope y'all enjoy the game designs that I make. Some of them are not on there, so I had to create CM Punk. I don't smoke, I don't drink, and I don't do drugs, and neither does he.
And they're looking again at some very hefty amounts. Very, very hefty amounts. 25 at this point. I think the highest amount is around 37 inches, which is just ridiculous. So that's basically it. I could show you.
37 inches, guys. It went up from 33 inches to 37 inches. We got to keep an eye on the storm. And then the storm that I'm really concerned about is in 9 days. But this is another storm. You're gonna have a bunch of storms, guys. For the next days we got left until Wormwood tapers off. December the 4th. Okay, we've got 16 days of bad weather coming, guys, until Wormwood tapers off. And then when Wormwood tapers off, December the 20th, it should calm down. I say it should, but you never know.
Actually, one more thing. I would like to go back to the National Weather Service page. I was on my city just checking out the weather. You can see over these areas they have winter weather, I think, they have winter weather advisories, and I'm not sure if this is, yes, I don't think this is for the upcoming storm. This is just for some light snow today and tonight. And then, yeah, they're still not talking mainly about the storm. In the forecast discussion, if I showed you it, they would be talking about it. But as of now, they are not doing that quite yet. But hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something new. I'll catch you all guys in the next episode. See ya. Bye.
Yeah, he's awesome. Good kid. These young kids do it better than BP Earthwatch and all these other old fuckers that likes to have sex with your kids. All right, let's see here. MBGC combo. And he did a video that I really loved 2 days ago. It shows snowist in the southeast. So get ready, SEC states, Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Florida. Yes, even to Florida, we're going to have snow this year. And I predicted that New Year's Eve. So remember that. I can find that dang story with Edward Snowden, since we're still here. Where's that Edward Snowden story? Anybody seen that story yet? Edward Snowden talks about weather controlled. That's where I learned a lot of my stuff. I started focusing on that, and it's been working ever since. Sorry, there's no sound, but we've been getting a lot of flack on WWE content, so we have to shut her down. Let's see what's next. Ed. I think it's, yeah, there it is. Y'all want to hear it, folks? Let's see if I can find it. No, that's not it. And there. That's something else. Well, shoot. Fire. And we're going to get to it. Edward Snowden talks about the weather being controlled. Ding! This is it. I told you last year, New Year's Eve, 12 months ago, that we were going to have crazy earthquakes, very crazy volcanoes, crazy hurricanes, crazy tornadoes, storms. I even told Dustin McGee, one of the guys that told me I was crazy, and he gets hit by a tornado. So here we go, folks. Enjoy. This is big, and this is the first time I've ever showed this to anyone, but this is the truth, and I get all my information from Snowden, and I get a lot of my information from Kevin, and that's where I've been whistleblowing with, and I've been getting a lot of information from John Moore, former Navy. Enjoy, folks, and let's rock and roll, because I'm Hurricane Andrew, and we're slamming the NWO. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we'll get right in a minute.
Third phase of moon. Blake Cousins here. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, world. We're going to get to it right now. Everybody knows about Snowden, and he gave evidence of HARP, the global assassination agenda. Now, this is getting kind of intense because the information that's been coming in from around the world, let me repeat, there's a lot of information coming in to the third phase of moon. Edward Snowden, NSA fugitive and whistleblower, is now admitting that HARP is a system. It's definitely engaged in a program of mind control and assassination. Assassination. Did you hear this, people?
Yep.
HARP is out to get us. It's out to kill us.
He's right.
According to Edward Snowden, NSA fugitive. Now, this is quite incredible. There's so much video that's been coming in, evidence from around the world. This is going to be quite amazing. An amazing episode right here at Third Phase of Moon. Stand by, everybody. It's about to get quite wild. The military prison industrial complex has routinely compiled that the HARP is meant to study the natural phenomenon in the ionosphere. Well, this is not what it's all about. According to Mr. Snowden, he's managed to blow open a massive charade. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Let's blow it wide open. The situations, according to Edward Snowden, are far from the eyes of the people near Gakona, Alaska. They're used to manipulate or stop the dissidents of global capitalism. So that's what Edward's saying right now. He's saying that this weapon is designed to change our brains. Change our brains not to engage. Let's see, he says this: NATO is able to remotely execute offenders off deviant thoughts. Okay, this is quite weird. Brent, you're here.
And why is there 80,000 tanks on NATO's border? You got it. Russia's being hit on crops right now. Over 55 million crops being hit. They got hit by a big snowstorm last year. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the same number. It's crazy. It's the same number from the movie Red Dawn in the 80s. Right before it starts, it talks about their crops and their food gets hit pretty hard. So here comes Russia to take the government out. Let's keep on. NATO. Wait for it. You're going down, Jack.
We're live right now, Third Phase Moon. Breaking news footage and information from Edward Snowden. Quite amazing. Like, this is good. This is the best evidence that's been supplied by Edward Snowden. This, it's coming in fast. And what we're seeing is our proof has been showing HARP for years, and the public's been giving us great HARP evidence, something that's unusual, something unique. And I think Third Phase Moon's got the best footage of HARP evidence throughout the world. And now Snowden's confirming it. Thanks, Snowden. Snowden has revealed, you're right, Brent, lots of information. And there is a weaponized technology out there, weaponized weather. Let's go on. The HARP system projects ultra high powered radio waves. Now this could affect the brain, as Snowden's saying, and what the people are saying. People have a weird...
And what does Ivanka Trump want? Your kids to have tablets in school. And what's going to control your brain? The tablets and the controlled HARP machines. I'm the best in the world. And I'm making the NWO go to sleep, sheep.
I thought of what's going on. Are we being suppressed on our own mentality on how to speak? We're out here in Hawaii, so I'm glad I'm able to speak of freedom of my thoughts. So let's get to it. These waves are operating at the same frequency as the trincus encephalite, or a brainstem, selectively causes deaths to look like they're from natural causes. So what they're saying is that this weapon are making it look like people are dying of natural causes, but in fact it's a weaponized system. Now Snowden has blown.
Why is everybody having headaches? I'll tell you why. Your tablets, your telephones, your computers. I told you to jack up your TV up to 70 inches so you won't be squinting your eyes. That will give you a big headache. Just you might want to know that. I notice you have a tablet. Get you a smart TV, Jennifer, former Navy, right? I'm trying to help you out because I'm sure you're getting headaches too. I had the problem on that. Now I don't. So just thought I'd give you a heads up. I noticed you've been using your tablet a lot, and I care. We gotta have a healthy mother, and I know you have kids.
The lid off this. It's big right now. Share this with your friends. Share it with the world, because you gotta get it out. Brent, like Snowden blew the lid off personal information being spied on by the American government. This is much bigger, a much bigger story. Whatever government spying on us and listening to our phone calls has nothing to manipulating our brain, making us think the way we want to think, bringing us down, bringing us up at their will is not what we want. We need to get down to this. Snowden, again, what a great whistleblower, giving everything to the world, and we need to share this right now. Well, let's get more to Snowden's quotes, because that's what I want to share. He states this: while the intelligence community does not look on the outright assassination as an optimal effect, they can act on every man they want in order to discredit them. Well, this is kind of weird. Targeted individuals around the world, and they could hit them anytime they want. That's what Snowden's saying. Like, this is getting crazy. When we were in transit between Moscow and Hong Kong, the stuff from WikiLeaks and we had to defend from the constant threat of radio-generated delusions. They're targeting Snowden as he moves around. How many people have called into...
Now remember, Snowden has been in Hong Kong, China, Japan, and Russia. And where's all these waves coming from? China, North Korea, and Japan. I don't think Russia has any weapon like this, really, if you want to know the truth. So I just thought you might want to remember what we're saying here. And we need to start waking up big time, and I mean fast. Because the weather, you think this year's bad? Just wait till next year. Oh, all I got to say is sit back and relax and get ready for a hellacious video coming out on my Rest in Peace NWO The Real News, where I really made the money. 50 million views.
And stated that they are under attack by these, as Snowden says, radio-generated delusions. Hold on, people. We are under attack. We got to get the word out. Get the word out. Check the video out. Check the evidence. Brent, any last words? Because, man, this is something that needs to be shared. Are we being manipulated right now? Our brains?
Yep.
Here we go, Blake. Snowden's revealing the truth. Third phase moon backing it up. Blake, the Constitution of the United States under threat right now, and it seems like we're under attack, and we need to fight back, everybody. Everybody keep watching. Thanks, Blake.
Thank you, Brent. And thank you, Edward Snowden. As he states, without this cage, I would have died at the moment. The Guardian's first story went public, so it's good. The Guardian got it out. We're getting it out. Third phase moon. Keep your eyes on the skies, everybody. We are not alone, and there's something going down in regards to this reverse engineered alien technology, the weather phenomenon.
Reversed psychology. What do I went to school for in 1996? Reverse psychology, and that's what I'm teaching you.
Known as HARP. It's happening right now. Blake Cousins. We'll see you again next time. Blake Cousins.
All right, there's another one, I think. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Edward Snowden. Here we go. Ready to do it. Let's roll.
No matter what, don't show him any fear.
Edward Snowden, Dr. Michikuku, exposed HAARP, new laser weapon for drones and fires for California. I believe we know what that is. All right, let's keep on.
All right, could this be for real? Physicist Dr. Michikuku has apparently made a shocking confession on live TV when he admitted that HARP is responsible for the recent spat of hurricanes. I don't know if this is true. We're trying to lock down this video and see if we can hear it from the man himself. Apparently, this interview aired by CBS. Dr. Kaku admitted that recent man-made hurricanes have been the result of the government weather modification program in which the skies were sprayed with nanoparticles and storms then activated through the use of lasers. This is a very heavy-duty statement if this is true by Dr. Kaku.
And what did they use through the hurricanes? Mother of all bombs, from the eye of the hurricane where it's really clear and calm. They bring in the bombs, mother of all bombs. So remember that, folks. That's why we had so much damage this year and last year.
If you've got any video, if you could track this live apparent CBS documentation of his actual words, I'd sure love to see it. But we've also got information apparently from Snowden in regards to weather modification. You gotta take a look at this video. And he gave evidence of HARP, the global assassination agenda. Now this is getting kind of intense because the information that's been coming in from around the world, let me repeat, there's a lot of information coming in to Third Phase Moon. Edward Snowden, NSA fugitive and whistleblower, is now admitting that HARP is a system. It's definitely engaged in a program of mind control and assassination. Assassination, did you hear this, people? HARP is out to get us. It's out to kill us, according to Edward Snowden.
Sounds like the same damn thing, didn't it? Shit. I didn't want to hear the same fucking thing. Alright. Is that right? I want to hear it out of his mouth. Alright. Edward Snowden uncovers shocking truth behind chemtrails. If Edward Snowden knows about this, your ass needs to get your ass up and start listening to fucking shit that I'm saying. Because this is what he said now. I didn't even know he said anything about that. I found that out from somebody else. So this is interesting.
I once knew a nigga whose real name was William. His
What the
primary
hell,
concern was
man?
making the military.
That's not it. Spit some rhymes, some.
Ask a question, a couple questions here about.
U.S. Air Force admits to using HAARP for weather modification in defense wars and crimes in the Middle East. So they're doing it here. Let's listen to this. That's interesting. I've never heard this one before.
HARP, the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. Several of you at the table have a little bit of a piece here. As you know, this is located up in Alaska. It's currently funded by the Air Force Research Lab. It was formerly funded by the Office of Naval Research. One of the prime customers is DARPA, which is currently running experiments at the facilities here. So questions to several of you this morning. I'm told by the president of the University of Alaska that the Air Force has pulled its support for the facility and they're taking steps to demolish it or take it down this summer. He's making the argument that there is other opportunities for us.
No way.
Is trying to find a path where the university
2014.
might be able to take title to the facility. I'd like to start with you, Dr. Prabhakar. I understand that a lot of folks here on the committee probably don't understand what HARP does. I think most Alaskans don't really know what HARP does or why the agency is involved in it. So a very brief explanation and then a more direct question. Would you be disappointed or would you lose something if HARP were to go away? Senator McCaskill.
Okay, I do know this, folks, if you're still there. I don't know if you're still there or not. I can't see who's watching. But what I found out is when they cranked it back up, right when Trump came in office, I want y'all to know that, okay? They did shut it down when Obama was in office, okay? And then the crazy weather really started up when Wormwood came back. Then they cranked it back up again. And Wormwood has been here since 2015 in our solar system. So let's keep on.
Yes, as I think you know, one of our programs has been using the HARP facility for the research that it's pursuing. And my understanding is that we did get value out of that interaction. The P in DARPA is projects, and we're not in the business of doing the same thing forever. And so very naturally, as we conclude that work, we're going to move on to other topics. So it's not an ongoing need for DARPA, despite the fact that we had actually gotten some good value out of that infrastructure in the past.
Understood. Then to Dr. Walker and Mr. Schaefer, then, Dr. Walker, your agency is currently running the facility. I mentioned that it's our understanding through the president of UAF that plans are to move forward and demolish the facility this summer. So the question to you is that accurate? Can you explain why? And then perhaps to both you and Mr. Schaefer, is there any benefit in exploring a potential relationship with the University of Alaska to perhaps take over the HARP?
Thank you, Senator. The Air Force has gotten great value out of HARP in the past. We took over from the Navy and managed it and actually did a number of experiment campaigns up there and have finished our work that we're interested in doing up there. We've moving on to other ways of managing the ionosphere, which the HARP was really designed to do, was to inject energy into the ionosphere, be able to actually control it. But that work has been completed. The Air Force has maintained the site for other government agencies to use for several years now. And with DARPA completing their project, that's our...
Other government agencies is Rothschilds, China, Europe. There's about 3, maybe Iran. I think Iran is back involved now. 4 countries are involved. Okay, Russia's not. They don't want to do this. They really want it to be shut down, and I think that's why they're coming into Alaska in the future, and probably closer than you expect, because NATO's about to get attacked. Let's keep on.
Last government customer that we have in the site. We have put out a call government-wide for other agencies that had interest in managing the site or taking it over, and including going out to academia and seeing if there was an interest there. We have gotten interest from the university in Fairbanks. However, the interest we have is that they will run it if we fund it, which is unfortunately in this fiscal environment we're in right now, this is not an area that we have any need for in the future, and don't see that it would be good use of Air Force S&T funds in the future. So our position has been that if there's not somebody who wants to take over the management and the funding of the site, then the Air Force has no future need, and that we do plan to do a dismantle of the system in the future after we make appropriate notifications.
When you say in the future, do you anticipate that it would be this summer then, or would there perhaps be more time for the university to try to figure something out?
We would prefer to start this summer. We would like to get the critical equipment out of the site before the winter, the harsh winter in Alaska does lead to a very costly winterization to maintain the site. We'd like to avoid that if we can.
Okay. Mr. Schaefer, if you have any comments on that?
Yes, ma'am. So I'm torn on this because my background is as an atmospheric scientist, and I think the facility is just a world-class facility. That said, we've worked very hard with the Air Force, with the Office of Science and Technology Policy over the last 18 to 24 months to find another sponsor for this, because it really, as you've heard the other people at the table, we, the department, have gotten the research.
What's this guy's name?
We need for the facility.
He thinks it
We've
needs
also
to be
worked with
open.
University of Alaska Fairbanks
Mr.
to
Schaefer.
get some
Remember
other
that
person to
fuckhead's
pick up
name.
the long-term, just pure
He's on our hit
scientific
list.
research that HARP offers the promise of. But with all the other issues and problems and challenges facing the department at this time, we just don't see that investment over a long-term period is where we would prioritize our investment. So we've been working with other agencies, trying to get agencies like National Science Foundation, Department of Commerce, who runs the National Ocean and Atmospheric Administration, to pick up the HARP facility. No one else wants to step up to the bill, ma'am.
So that makes sense. So he's the one that opened it back up. Schaefer did. All right. Thought there might be a little bit more. Let's see if this is it.
Hi, I'm Tom Steyer. Please.
Okay. Edward Snowden leaks big news. Antarctica hidden secrets exposed. I don't really care about that. I just want to know about the weather control thing. Because, yeah, he really is worried about the weather. And I am too. I think y'all should be too, because they're trying to kill it. Shoot, didn't mean it. I didn't even know it was on, folks. Sorry. Let's go back to where it was at. Yeah, you're being watched. Snowden says you're being watched. Holy cow, where's that? Huh?
Hey, buddy.
Hey. Come on in.
You recording?
Yeah.
I need to get in a drawer here, see if I got.
Go ahead. I was just telling them what's going on. Let's see here. I think I'll hear this one. Huh?
बिजनेस भाई मेरी वेडिंग फोटोग्राफी नहीं चल रही है लोग शादी नहीं कर रहे क्या प्रजापति
Edward Snowden making major claims in regards to aliens. He says that the aliens are trying to contact Earth right now. Blake Cousins, Third Phase Moon. Welcome back, everybody, from around the world. The NSA whistleblower was speaking as he continues to live in isolation in Russia, following a major leak of information regarding the way the government agencies monitor and use our personal data. However, he took some time recently, just Friday, and he spoke to scientist Neil deGrasse Tyson, the Star Talk podcast, to make some incredible claims. Listen to this. Snowden states, so if you have an alien civilization trying to listen for other civilizations, or our civilization trying to listen for aliens, there's only one small period in the development of a society when all of their communication will be sent via the most primitive and most unprotected means. So when you think about it, everything that we're hearing through our satellites, or everything they're hearing from our civilization, if there are indeed aliens out there, all their communications are encrypted by default. So what we're hearing that's actually an alien TV show or, a phone call is indistinguishable to us from cosmic microwave background radiation. So basically, according to Snowden, in my opinion, he's basically saying that they have leaking complications as well, and they encrypt their messages so people can't read them, even humans or other civilizations out there, unless there are aliens that want to leak information out like Snowden has been doing over the past few years. What do you think, people? Do you think...
I don't think there's aliens, folks. I think they're robots being built like Alexa or, that Simon guy, robot they put out there. Hey, Mom.
There's an alien encrypted code that the human technology, the scientists right now, would never be able to recognize an alien message trying to be sent to us. Now, speaking of leaks, listen to this. A naval officer tells us exactly what he saw hidden in Antarctica. A naval officer tells us what he remembers, including seeing a huge opening in the ice in a no-fly area. There were crossing with medical emergency on board. Then he ferried up a group of scientists who had disappeared for 2 weeks and has specifically been warned not to refer again to this subject, as he put it. They look scared. Antarctica has been long considered one of the most mysterious places on Earth. Therefore, it's not strange that numerous conspiracy theories accounts have been proposed throughout the years trying to explain some of the many enigmatic occurrences on Earth's most isolated continent. For years, people claimed that Antarctica is one of the most guarded places on Earth for a good reason. Many authors have proposed that there are many intelligent, interesting things hidden beneath the Antarctica that are kept away from society. Talk about ancient civilization inhabiting Antarctica has existed for decades. What if, in the distant past, when Earth and Antarctica were much different than today, an ancient civilization developed there, creating fascinating structures and monuments and temples? Would we find evidence of their existence today? Well, many people claim that we already have, and I agree. But why has Antarctica been a center of conspiracy theories as of late? Perhaps one of the greatest reasons is because it's so isolated. And you can't just travel there if you wish. Furthermore, even though we know about Antarctica only for a little over 100 years, there are numerous ancient maps that depict past of Antarctica free of ice. One of the most controversial maps, without a doubt, composed in 1513 by Turkish Admiral Piri Reis, who drew a map that would create a global debate over 500 years after him. The map depicts Antarctica, which was discovered between 1818 and 1820. But how is this possible? The history of Antarctica emerges from early Western theories of a vast continent known as Terra Australis, believed to exist in the far south of the globe. The term Antarctic referring to the opposite of...
Sorry guys, had some Marines come in here and had to look for something. So let's keep on. This is interesting. Edward Snowden talking about aliens when they're not even aliens. He has to put that out there so y'all don't think that there's robots. You will find out. Terminator's coming.
The Arctic Circle. Now take a look at this. In 2012, a satellite image of Antarctica spotted a strange oval-shaped formation in one of the most remote places.
But if you want to know the truth, that's not Edward Snowden talking. That's some other dude.
On the planet. While thousands of miles away from modern society, this strange oval-shaped structure raised numerous questions among experts. At 400 feet across, experts analyzed the image that it could be a structure, a result of Mother Nature. They say the unusual shape of the structure suggests it may be man-made. Now, the image is just one of many odd things that have been found.
It is man-made.
In the Antarctic, and many authors and whistleblowers claim that there's more to Antarctica than we've ever been told. What is referred to as truly shocking and astonishing claims this official Navy officer states that he saw a huge opening in the ice where there would be no flyovers by any craft. Why is it there? What's it doing there? I want to get your opinions, people. Now, could the naval officer be referring to Hollow Earth? Well, in February 1947, Admiral Richard Byrd was in charge of a massive operation in the Arctic that was called Operation High Jump. He was given the Medal of Honor by our United States government. In that period, Admiral Richard E. Byrd, together with Admiral Forrestal, who was a member of the Majestic 12, those had a great alien-related knowledge, had the opportunity to fly unexpectedly to land beyond the North Pole, and for the first time to visit Hollow Earth. Admiral Forrestal was appointed in 1947 by President Harry S. Truman as the first United States Secretary of Defense. Photos today are showing us through satellite some of the entrances to Hollow Earth in Antarctica, and some unexplained and mysterious hidden locations in the North Pole, probably including among them the entrance that Admiral Byrd had entered the Hollow Earth in 1947 to land beyond the North Pole where he wrote books. That has still been kept a secret and away from publication and from the entire world by the USA and other governments. What do they not want Admiral Byrd to share in his publicated books? Get them out there. We want to see it. It sounds like they're covering something up. Something massive. Is there an entrance to Hollow Earth? In Antarctica. What's furthermore disturbing, James Forrestal was thrown out of a 16-story window despite the claims that he had committed suicide. He was going to go public with the information.
That's how they do it. That's how they killed Chester Bennington. They said he killed himself. He committed suicide. No, he did not. You think he wanted to leave his kids and his beautiful wife? I don't think so. That's how they do it. They make you look on the news, fake news, tell you, oh, how about this one? Was it Jeffrey Bourdain, whatever his name is? He hung himself from a, some kind of closet or something. And yeah, whatever. I'm sorry, I don't believe it. I don't believe anything your government says anymore. Not when they did the 9/11 plot.
That he knew and the secrets he was going to release. Admiral Byrd wrote an extensive document diary of his journey into the Earth via the North Pole, which he would publish
soon after all the books were banned and retrieved, except for the diaries that he and his family had held under lock and key. The government at one time gave Byrd 8 months and unlimited funding to retrieve a couple UFOs embedded somewhere in the north. I want to thank everybody for joining me right here at Third Phase of Moon. And don't forget, our Friday show is coming up.
He's actually not even on YouTube no more. I noticed he's not in the video in over a year. They must have shut him down. Let's see here. Edward Snowden could be one of the whistleblowers that testifies with Hillary Clinton. I want y'all to know that. He may bring down the Clintons and the Bushes and all of them. Just thought you might want to know that, folks. I mean, if he would have already been arrested, he should have been arrested a long time ago, right? Yep. All right, let's keep on going. What is next? Wow. Is that right? Putin and Pompeo. Breaking news. Let's see what's going on. That didn't work. What the hell just happened? Okay, let's try again.
Today we must confront Russian cheating on its arm.
All right, breaking news. U.S. Mike Pompeo, by the way, he's an actor from Marines, or actually Militia Rising, from a cable channel. Pompeo strongly warns Russia during press conference in Brussels. Let's listen to the actor of the year, Fatso.
Arms control obligations. When the INF Treaty was inked in 1987, it represented a good faith effort between two rivals to de-escalate the threat of nuclear war.
Okay, this is a guy that played and ate with North Korea and China and Russia. Okay, all of them were good friends. They're still good friends. They're just trying to get you distracted for what's coming. I don't think it's going to be a missile, folks. I believe it's going to be an asteroid now. What happened in Alaska? That should wake you up. Let's keep on. The United States don't have shit.
President Reagan described it as the realization of an impossible vision. And Mikhail Gorbachev.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Ronald Reagan, the other pedophile. Real good one, Pompey.
Gorbachev said it had universal significance for mankind. But whatever successes this treaty helped produce, today we must confront Russian cheating on its arms control obligations.
Cheating? We've been cheating all our lives. It's like you like to cheat on your wife, fat boy.
As I told my fellow ministers earlier today, our nations have a choice. We either bury our head in the sand, or we take common sense action in response to Russia's flagrant disregard for the express terms of the INF Treaty. It's worth noting that Russia's violations didn't happen overnight. Russia has been flight testing the SSC-8 cruise missile since the mid-2000s. Been testing it in excess of ranges that the treaty permits. All the tests of the SSC-8 have originated from the Kapustin Yar site from both a fixed and mobile launcher. Its range makes it a direct menace to Europe. In 2017, General Salvo of the Joint Chiefs of Staff told Congress that Russia had deployed its missile, and I quote, in order to pose a threat to NATO and to facilities within the NATO area of responsibility, end of quote. Russia continues to press forward, and as of late 2018 has fielded multiple battalions of the SSC-8 missiles. Throughout all of this, the United States has remained in scrupulous compliance with the treaty. In spite of Russia's violations,
We have exercised the utmost patience and effort in working to convince Russia to adhere to its terms. On at least 30 occasions since 2013, extending to the highest levels of leadership, we have raised Russia's noncompliance and stressed that a failure to return to compliance would have consequences. Russia's reply has been consistent: deny any wrongdoing, demand more information, and issue baseless counter-accusations. For more than 4 years, Moscow has pretended it didn't know what missile or test the United States was even talking about, even when we provided extensive information about the missile's characteristics and testing history. It was not until we chose to publicize the Russian name of the missile in November of 2017 that Russia finally acknowledged its existence. Then, Russia changed its cover story from the missile that does not exist to the missile that exists but is treaty compliant. These violations of the INF Treaty cannot be viewed in isolation from the large...
Yeah, and your stupid government calls it Satan too. It's the rod of God. I want you to remember that, folks. Who's reversing what now? They're upset because we want to destroy NATO. And we're going to shut down NATO. We're going to take down CERN Switzerland. And if our government gets involved, lights out. Their jets and airplanes are going to go down in a heap of flames with a machine that North Korea has been creating that's supposed to take down the U.S. Air or the Air Force One. So just giving you heads up. Your United States government, the NWO, is going down by Jesus's men.
Pattern of Russian lawlessness on the world stage. The list of Russia's infamous acts is long. Georgia, Ukraine, Syria, election meddling, Skripal, and now the Kerch.
Election meddling? Fat boy, it was China and Obama when he gave the internet to ICANN October the 1st, 2016, before the elections. Fat boy. And ICANN is created by Europe. You're welcome. Screw you, Queen.
Great. To name just a few. In light of these facts, the United States today declares it has found Russia in material breach of the treaty and will suspend our obligations as a remedy effective in 60 days unless Russia returns to full and verifiable compliance. We're taking these steps for several reasons. First, Russia's actions gravely undermine American national security and that of our allies and partners. It makes no sense for the United States to remain in a treaty that constrains our ability to respond to Russia's violations. Russia has reversed the trajectory of diminishing nuclear risk in Europe, where America has tens of thousands of troops and where millions more American civilians are living and working. These Americans live and work alongside many more millions of Europeans who are put in danger by Russian missile systems. Second, while Russia is responsible for the demise of the treaty, many other states, including China, North Korea, and Iran, are not parties to the INF Treaty. This leaves them free to build all the intermediate range missiles that they would like. There is no reason the United States should continue to cede this crucial military advantage to revisionist powers like China, in particular when these weapons are being used to threaten and coerce the United States and its allies in Asia. You know, if you ask the question why the treaty wasn't enlarged to include more nations, including China, keep in mind that it has been tried 3 times without any success already, and it has failed each time. Third, inertia will not drive policy in the Trump administration.
Third, you need to go eat another fat pizza, you fat boy. All right? I'm so sick and tired of your fucking face. You're a piece of shit, and you're trying to bring in the beast. And we're not, and I repeat, we're not going to take the beast. We're going to shove it straight up your ass, Pompey.
Trump has made clear, and as I spoke about this morning, the United States will not...
Hold on. Not President Trump. The apprentice Trump. He's not the president. Obama's not the president. The 13 World Banks is the president. George Soros. Shut the fuck up, fat boy. I'm so fed up with y'all. I'm fed up with our government. Burning our people's houses down in California. Going in there and taking the kids' food stamps. Taking the Medicaid from people. Taking away their housing. Go screw yourself. You tried to take my life, but it didn't work now, did it?
Support international agreements that undermine our security, our interests, or our values. Finally, and I want to be clear about this, America is upholding the rule of law. When we...
Bullshit. Bullshit. I'm going to be clear for you. Shut the fuck up. My grandfather told me that you were going to take over. And now, we're going to reverse it. You're going to reverse it. Mexicans are going to kick your ass. African Americans are going to kick your ass. Russia is going to kick your ass. Iran is going to kick your ass. And China is going to kick your ass. ISIS.
Set forth our commitments, we agreed to be bound by them. We expect the same of our treaty counterparts everywhere, and we will hold them accountable when their words prove untrustworthy. If we do not, we'll get cheated by other nations, expose Americans to greater risk, and...
Like your girlfriend cheated on you, Mike Pompeo? Huh? You know, your girlfriend. You know, Sarah Huckabee. That's your girlfriend. Grab her in the pussy.
Squander our credibility. Earlier today, I spoke on America's enduring leadership role in the international order, and I reiterate that powerful American leadership means never abandoning our responsibility to protect our security and our nation's sovereignty. I've stated our position in no uncertain terms. The United States remains hopeful that our relationship with Russia can get on better footing. With that being said, the burden falls on Russia to make the necessary changes. Only they can save this treaty. If Russia admits its violations and fully and verifiably comes back into...
Admits? They don't have to admit because none of it was true, Pompeo. You're a piece of shit, dude. Seriously, you need to go retire somewhere. You're going to be buried alive. You're going to hide under the bunkers like a coward while we're up here fighting for our freedom. You're nothing but a coward. You're nothing but an actor. You're a crisis actor, and you're a piece of shit. Your former CIA, Edward Snowden, warned me about you. You're a piece of shit. You and Comey and all of y'all are going to rest in peace. You're one of the 60,000 to be arrested. I want you to know that, Pompeo. I want you to know that. The scariest part of it all is you're a pedophile too.
Compliance, we will of course welcome that course of action. But Russia and Russia only can take this step. We appreciate NATO's strong support for the United States decision as expressed in this statement released today. The United States and our NATO allies stand vigilant that Russia's lawless conduct...
Oh, okay, I get it now, Mike. Y'all tag teaming them with NATO. NATO don't have shit. They don't have shit. And Mike Pompeo, I'm telling you right now, you think you have a military? 26 million Marines have walked away from the pedophile government. All you are is nothing but talk. You know you're going to lose. You're putting a gun to your head like a suicide squad. I hope you're ready. You and John Brennan is going to be put to death. And it's going to be on television. And I'm going to eat my popcorn when they shoot you in the head.
Tolerated in the realm of arms control or anywhere else. Thank you.
No, this is for Tupac. Y'all murdered him Friday. And then you murdered George W. Bush for a sacrifice, satanic sacrifice. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing. And I'm telling you right now, if you do what I think you're about to do to America, all I got to say is Wolverine. Wolverine. And we're going to be coming after you first.
Questions. The first one goes to Terry Schultz from Deutsche Welle. Terry.
I don't want to listen to the fake press. Sorry, you make me want to throw up. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I meant what I said. I'm the Speaker of the Marines Militia, WikiLeaks Anonymous, ex-CIA Kevin Shipp, and ex-NSA Edward Snowden. And if you ain't down with that, we've got 2 words for you. Martial law, NWO. See ya. Y'all have a nice day. Thank you for watching, subscribing, and liking. Subscribe to the other channel if you want the weather report. I'm about to show you what's up. Take care. Rest in peace, NWO, the real news. We're bringing them down, boys. Yeah, rest in peace, Tupac. I'm going to try to do a special for him, okay, guys? I love you all. Be safe.